but it's about getting in front of people, getting them to buy more often. And in brick and mortar, it's about getting people in the door more often because every time you give them the chance to spend more money, people often do it. So how do you get in front of them to get them to do that? It's predictable. You understand where your business is coming from, and you also really mine all of the hard work you've already done to get people to stay with you longer or spend more with you or invite other people into your business so that you're not going to be the linchpin in all of that. It's actually your business is working for you and it is streamlined in a more powerful way so that the inputs are less. You're essentially doing a whole lot less and making a whole lot more on the back end. I came out and I started working with all of these amazing people, yet none of them were making any money. And I'm like, what is going on here? You're capable. You've got a great idea. You're super smart. And I've realized that there is a way to make money in your business and it doesn't need to be hard. And one of the first things I started with was looking at one of the most powerful levers that you have in your business, which is your offers, your products and your services that you sell, and making those the most important thing to drive all of the other parts of your business. And once I started leaning into that, it was around the pandemic and people's businesses exploded and they started growing really quickly. And all of a sudden, I was now with these established businesses that were making all this money, but they were doing what many of us do, which is work really unnecessarily hard. And so we started to switch gears to show people, where is that 20%? Where is that money that's sitting there right in front of you that you don't need to hustle for? That is there. It is in your existing audience. It's in your existing market. You've already done all the hard work. Now, how do you optimize around that to create these powerful assets that are going to pay you over and over and over again so you can go out and do the things in your life you really want to, like spend time with your family and do all the things that you started a business for that we lose ourselves in?
Yeah, like walk us through. I don't know if we want to go straight into like I know the kind of fundamental one, especially if people are new. Profit lever is the offer. Like if you have one offer, it's the offer, right? The hell yes offer has been a big part of your brand over the years. So I don't know if you want to start there, if you want to go more into the optimization of the other levers for people that kind of have the core offer figured out.
If I could turn back time and I could have known what I'm about to tell you now, even when I was first starting out,
Yeah.
the compulsion we have is to overcomplicate our businesses. But if you have an awesome offer that you're focusing on and you sprinkle in these things as you're growing, they are going to allow you to grow so much easier. So that's such a good point to point out. So what we're really looking at is how do we take the people, the audience, and the assets that you have built and leverage those things to actually make you more money. When you do this with your existing audience, the existing clients you have, and with the existing assets in your business, you grow with ease. Because as many of us know, the people that know you and love you, buying the things that they love to buy, solving the problems that they have, like it is a love fest. And this is like we intellectually know this. But again, society tells us you have to add on all these things. So we're constantly doing that. But the first place you want to look to drive money in your business and money that you keep is on places like upsells and add-ons.
So there's lots of these though. And then, like if you're in coaching, do you have anything that come to mind if someone's like, I do business coaching and people come in and they have a standard core hell yes offer of like, my optimization session or whatever. Examples from the digital world that we could put in people's minds before we move on to the next profit lever?
Well, I'm even thinking about your business, Dustin, because I'm part of your mastermind.
Make me more money.
Which and retreat.
Yeah.
Something that you're doing anyway, right? But it is that's you already have recorded. So your order volume's $150. You will have almost doubled your revenue just doing that.
Yep.
Huge. And we're sitting on these assets all the time. Another fun thing for people, like go back in your Google Drive for the last year and just look at what's sitting there. I mean, you'll be like, man, I was good. This is great stuff. It's like we forget because we're just moving on.